All right, look, we no longer got time to be doubting ourselves. We no longer have time to be looking at ourselves as just a regular average person. Because the truth is, you are way more beyond that. You are so much more above than what this system, what this world tries to tell you that you are. We've been programmed since we was young, man, since we was kids to do things a certain way. When you go to school, they try to make you all be the same person, go in a single file line, do this like this, sit down, be good. We was not all meant to be the same. We cannot compare ourselves to nobody else. We was not meant to be regular or average. We are way more capable of what we think, you know, like, and it takes us to unlock this part of our mind, unlock these certain parts of our brain. And it's not even unlocking, it's just coming to a realization that I was told this and I was taught this, but now it's up to me to change and dictate where my life goes from here. You don't have to identify with those past mistakes, with those past failures, and add it up to a collective of who you are today. You can choose who you are right now in this moment. What somebody else think, what somebody else may have placed, like put limits upon you, it don't matter. That's not who you are. You are who you say you are. And I don't mean it in the sense of you say you this, but you know you're not that. I mean it in the sense of you say you this and you doing the actions, you doing the things to prove you are that. You are who you say you are. If you want to be great at something, it's going to take discipline. You can't just say you great and you ain't disciplined at nothing. Because then you're not great. Yeah, you can believe it. You can say it. But your life and actions ain't going to show it. It ain't going to show it to yourself or to the world. It's going to take real action and real discipline and making ourselves better through putting ourselves through these certain situations and proving to ourselves that we have the ability to be something above than what we usually see ourselves as. You was not sent here to be average, man. You got to think, like, when you was conceived, right? You had to beat however many sperm, thousands or millions of sperm in order to get to the egg, to fertilize the egg. You beat all of them. You outran or outswam all them people or all them eggs, or no, not eggs, all that sperm, bro. Pause. That sounds crazy. But you beat all of that in order to get to where you are, in order to get here on this earth. That's power enough to believe, like, you here for a reason. You think you would sit here to go to work, to get a job that the world accepts you for, go to work every day, pay your bills, get by, and I guess live life like that? I don't know. I ain't judging nobody. If that's how you want to live, then that's you. But I'm saying this for, like, people who really see themselves as something bigger, and you know you bigger. It ain't about just seeing yourself like, you feel that you are bigger than the situation that you are in or how you feel about yourself right now. You determine how you feel about yourself, bro. Can't nobody else tell you that. Yeah, when you younger, your mind may be more impressionable and you may have a weaker mind, you may allow people to tell you who you are, but can't nobody tell you who you are, man. And this is important. This is so important, especially if you having a family, like if you having kids or you having a family. It's so important to instill these messages and ideas into your kids, man, so they can go out into the world and keep that spirit with them, keep that essence to them of my creativity. Who I am is unique, and I gotta stay true to that. And don't get me wrong, I love my parents. I love everything that they taught me, how I was raised. They did an amazing job. They made me a great person, but at the same time, I do wish they more affirmed these type of things and told me these type of things so I can have a stronger foundation of who I am. And as I grew older, I just had a stronger foundation as I grew up. And the thing is, we can only teach what's taught to us, or we can only teach what we know. And it's so important to get this knowledge of ourselves so we can pass it down to our future generations. This is so important. That's the point of information, not to just keep it and hold it in yourself, but to share it. That's the point of me doing these videos, because this is information that I have that most of us kind of know already, but I feel like it's not even talked about enough, or it's not even understood enough or pushed enough. And that's like one of the reasons why I'm coming here making these videos. But yeah, like, it's so crazy how normalized it is to doubt ourselves, how we so normal to live in doubt, live in fear, live in self-neglect, live in just shaming ourselves and putting ourselves down. It's crazy how, like, It's crazy how the world feels so comfortable, much more comfortable with somebody being down on their luck, down on who they are, and talking bad about themselves and feeling bad and being depressed. You know, like when you feeling bad, they be like, you can talk to me, come and vent. But when you feeling up, when you feeling confident about yourself, when you feeling like I can take over the world, people say, oh, you ain't being humble, or you being cocky. Now, it's a big difference between being cocky and being confident. But at the same time, like, you gotta watch who you saying this stuff around. Because if you saying this confident stuff around a person who's weak-minded, they gonna take that, any ounce of confidence they gonna take as cockiness or you being arrogant, because they have little to no confidence. And I'm speaking this from experience because that was me at one point. I seen people who like spoke with confidence, like, oh, when I was young, when I was like young. I'm like, because I was taught to be humble. I was taught to be, to just be humble, and you ain't really got to brag about yourself. But sometimes you do have to do that. And it ain't bragging. It's sometimes when people are not understanding your value, you ain't even got to tell them. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes it is necessary in certain situations to be like, hey, this is what I do. This is what I offer. This is what I can bring to the table. And it ain't like in a bragging way. This is how I can help way. Like, this is my value. You got to see it because I know I'm valuable. And if they don't see it, then you got to go somewhere else where you more value, or create your own value and create something where you can let your value flourish. That's the thing, man. Like, this is all about seeing ourselves in higher positions, in higher ways. And I mean this in all dimensions, all realms of life, whether that's your health, your wealth, you as a person, your relationships, your jobs, your businesses, whatever it is. You got to see yourself in that higher position. If you somebody who may be out of shape right now, you're not as healthy as you want to be, you got to start moving and operating like a healthy person. Do what a healthy person does. Eat healthier food. Get up and go for a walk. Go run. Go lift some weights. It all takes one step. And as you keep moving forward and towards these things, this self-concept that you having, this vision that you having is becoming more and more true, because you moving towards it. You taking the actions to move towards it. That's literally what it is. We feel these things of sadness or these feelings of depression or whatever it is because we ain't moving towards nothing. What is it that you have a purpose on? Once you get a purpose, depression and all that goes out the window, because at that point, you have a mind strong enough to pursue this thing. So whatever happened, you got to keep on going with it. If you are purposeless, you have no direction to where you want to go with life, you're going to feel lost. And that's why this is more occurring with like younger people, because we don't know when you're younger. Most of us don't know what we want to do with our life. We don't know where we want to go next, because our minds are so impressionable. We're hearing all of these things. Go to college. Go take up a trade. Go do this. And it's crazy because all your creativeness, all your gifts and talents was subdued as a child. As a child, it was subdued. Like, they told you, you can't do this. This ain't gonna make no money. This ain't gonna do this. And it's people with limited brains, limited minds, limited goals, telling you what can and can't happen. Nobody can tell you what can and can't happen. You the creator of this. You the creator. And this is what I want to tell whenever I have children, tell my children. You create this. You do. Your thoughts, your actions, your habits, everything dictates what happens in your life. This all ain't no coincidence. It's not all written. Well, that's not what I subscribe to. I don't believe everything is written. I'm meant to be like this. I feel like that's just a cope, a way people who are in a situation they don't want to be in, to say, oh, well, God made me this way. God didn't put you like that. You did that to yourself. You your own God. You your own devil. Your thoughts, your mind, your negative and positive thoughts is your God and your devil. What you thinking? The things you doing. Are you doing it out of the genuineness? I don't know if that's a word or not, but I made it up, so it is now. Are you doing it out the kindness of your heart? Are you being real with yourself? Are you being honest with yourself? These are the conversations we got to start having with ourselves. Like, I got to be true and honest to who I am. And you will realize maybe a lot of times in life, or maybe up until now, you wasn't real with yourself. You wasn't honest with yourself. And that's okay. Throw that out the window. Look forward today. Look forward to something new and better today. Because you was meant to be great. You was meant to be great. You was meant to be great. You probably need to hear this 100 times, but you was meant to be great. Say that to yourself in the mirror. Believe it. Feel it. Because you was, bro. Bro or sis, whoever watching this. I just be rhyming, bro. I don't even be trying. Oh, my God. I might as well be a rapper or something. That's crazy. But listen, no, bro. You was meant to be great, man. That's all I got to say. That's it. That's all I got to say. Hope this helps somebody, man. Stay up and stay blessed.